All right. What's up, everybody? Surprise! Boom, surprise. Charlie checking in, coming at you all live this Friday afternoon. Some recent information that we need to explore and discuss. So thank you all that joined. Friendship family, Christian Kirkbo, and my dude Ace. Ace man. What's up, brother? Much love to you right there. Thank you for joining us tonight. And yeah, got something interesting to discuss, man. Free Nikki. Free Nikki guest, guys. Holy shit. She would tweet earlier today, or maybe it was yesterday. Tweet and delete, but something quite disturbing that we're gonna share. We live. Share that on my Twitter, on my tweeters right now. Everyone follow my tweeter, the angry son at son of AGP. Check out that really sweet picture right up top there somebody made me. Have I shown y'all that picture, guys? Let me share this link on Facebook real quick, and then to show you guys this picture. Have I shown y'all that picture? We lie. It's not really funny though, guys. It's actually it's quite sad, man. Like I say, free Nikki, dude. She's almost under some kind of conservatorship, as it were, held hostage, in the guest household by Isaac, with threat of losing her kids, and these are her words that I'm going to share with you guys. And we've all known this isn't the first time this has happened with them. I shared with you all 10 years worth of just horrible shit between them two. I shared with you all how the police described Isaac standing the kids out at the driveway, at the front of the driveway, instructing them to wave goodbye to their mother as the police drove her away. After and Isaac had a PFA filled out against her. Said he was smugly smiling at her, talking, wave goodbye to your mother, children. Wave goodbye to your mom, children. This is what she did, yada, yada, yada. Star Killer says you look good with the beard. Thank you so much. I feel kind of awkward with it right now. I'm so used to having the beard now, but the beard was starting to look a little bad, a little Peter Griffin-ish, the episode where he had the rare birds that were living in his beard. So I was kind of looking. I had to take that off. Where's this picture anyways? Somebody shared this picture. Oh, here's all kinds of shit. I got all kinds of goodies in here about Isaac. Shit. This has been somewhat of an obsession of mine. It's become somewhat of an obsession of mine, guys. But you know what? Like I say, man, this is almost something that needs to be done. I am performing a service here. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Bill Roberts in the house. What is up, Joe Wilfer? Brooklyn Notorious. Yeah, I see your comments, man. You want the positive vibes only, And say like this right here. I'm not gonna sit here and really laugh at too much, guys, because it's sad. We all understand the relationship between Isaac and his wife. It's been super strained. I shared with you all last time an actual channel dedicated to the destructive material that between Isaac and Nicole that they themselves um, display or produced onto the internet. Fat fuck, fat fuck was the name. Fat fuck Isaac. Right here it is. You all can kind of go here yourself and take a look. Fat fuck subscribed 137 people. All this is stuff between Isaac and his wife. I shared it's just like hours of him just going on about the children did this. She didn't clean up the blueberry muffin off of my foot. What was there another one in here where she said that he claimed that the child was choking and that she was screaming at the kid to drink some water or something. It's all, I mean, dude, there is so much in here. 30 minutes, 50, 46, 21, 51, and an hour 19. There's about 4 hours worth of shit in here that Isaac going off on her. This doesn't count her videos. Let's see here. Isaac versus Nikki. You guys can see right here. I mean, I know it's old,
and I'm a
but
grown ass woman. I can make that decision if I
I
want a
mean, like
glass or
you've
two
all
here
seen
and there.
all
And
this
it's not, I
shit
don't drink
numerous times,
excessive
huh?
amounts of
You
alcohol.
know, like
As you may
this is
see
just one of a
tonight,
few of
so far
different
I heard that he went off on
cries
a
for help that she has on here.
just went on.
You know, that people have displayed and shared around. She would go on to delete out of fear and threat. You know, which we all understand. You know, is Isaac's modus operandi, as it were. You know, but those that are interested, not only and grandpa, but also, the devious deeds that Isaac himself, has performed, and underwent to them, uh, they the videos have resurfaced online and been shared around, and maybe in hopes that perhaps hopefully, Nikki might be able to get some help out of this, I'm not sure what's going on up there, with any sort of Oh, we got into it. She actually, in one of the police reports, if I'm not mistaken, she would have been offered help from something like My Sister's Keeper or something like that. A battered woman shelter would actually offer her help, and give her the space that she needed, in order to reclaim her life, and her children, and I guess she turned it down, I guess ultimately Isaac does have custody of the children as we would go through, the years of police reports, documentation between Isaac and Nikki, the domestic violences and other incidents. She would tell the police herself herself that she was mentally unfit and that she was going to kill herself one night in a drunken rage or rant. The police are there once again, going to take her to jail, and Isaac's getting a PFA, and the kids are being held against her, and she's just had it. She's laid out, and she's, oh, I'm just gonna kill myself. Fuck all this. And you can imagine, man, it's like it's a really hard existence, to live in, and I guess a police officer had overheard what she said, and he was like, "Do you care to repeat that again, ma'am?" Like really, and instead of like coming to her with like love and understanding, because I guess they already knew that once she sobered up she was just going to go back to Isaac anyway, you know what I mean. But still, nevertheless, instead of approaching the situation with love and understanding, they took it as hey, an alarm bell. It wasn't a cry for help, it was an alarm bell, in which they Baker acted her, and that was a major strike against her, that Isaac was ultimately able to use against her in, a court of law for him to have custody of the kids. And it's really hard, but I'm not sure that he has full custody of the kids himself anymore. Being, with the whole foster care system involved, by the police themselves, not more than a couple of years ago, you know, after a drunken fight one night between Isaac and his wife, in which Isaac was going to leave, and Michael, his best buddy, Michael, kid behind a camera, was going to foot the bill, much to Isaac's braggery. Oh yeah, Michael's got this, and I'm gonna be in a hot tub in 20 minutes, and apparently, the officers on scene did not like, what they heard and what they saw, and they actually, relinquished custody of the children from Isaac himself and placed them into to foster care, and at which point they had to get their shit back in order to get the kids back, and as you see, they would start going to church. You know how it is. You know how criminals always do. I mean, go to church, start going to church. I'm getting right with the Lord, in which case, they used that to, in order to pass their anger or their what was it, family classes that they had to take, after they got in trouble for letting their kids play in traffic. Oh my God, it's so sad, dude. When Nikki was supposed to be watching him. I mean, it's a very sad, unfortunate incident all around. But I want you guys to take a look right here, man. This, I believe, was yesterday. Nikki would have tweeted at like 1 o'clock or so, 3 hours ago. She would tweet and delete, but luckily people have their Twitter alerts on, and they got this from Miss Nikki. Says you have to be one fucking coward to try and take someone's kids, to try and take kids away from their mother because she doesn't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you. Yeah, you beat me black and blue. I don't want to be with you. All right, so anyways, let's go here. Sorry about that. Like I said, I wasn't going to make jokes about it, because this is serious. Like, there is documented police evidence. Isaac has gone to jail for punching her in the nose. They showed up and she had a bloody fucking nose. They took him to jail for it. So let's scroll down here. She's been posting a couple of weird things besides that. Um, Something about not wanting to be called a dog, treated like a dog. She deleted it. And yeah, like here we have November 12th, man. Let's go ahead and share, you guys. She's almost like Britney Spears, guys. Free Nikki, guys. Honestly, man, the conservatorship must end. Free Nikki. Tyler says Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah, I'm showing my age there. But this is really almost like a Britney moment here, man. They're really holding, her actions against herself. Whenever they should allow her to redeem herself from them. Isaac doesn't give a shit about any sort of redemption. Nikki getting well, being happy, and he's got what he feels is the ultimate tool against her. You know what I mean? That is her own damn children. Like I say, she is she's forced into speaking in code and shit. Like here we got here, she retweeted a Shyla. Simply Shyla seems to be a popular Twitter account. No personal friend or etc. It's got 2,000 so retweets and 13,000 likes. It says, "I know I'm going to look back and be so proud. Like, how the fuck did I make it with everything stacked against me?" Like, does that sound like a woman happy with her life? Honestly, does anybody have those other tweets that she had tweeted? I can go to my friend Bubs and Who Dat. I can go check them out. I don't know if they have it, but she shared a tweet yesterday. Other than that, talking about how she doesn't understand how a man can treat a woman like a dog or some shit. It was just really, it was very on the nose. It wasn't as cryptic, or as open for interpretation as like how the fuck am I going to do this with everything stacked against me. That could almost be like a prideful woman type thing, like I'm doing it all despite everything against me. In which case, if it's braggarty, we know that that's just false. But it could very well be her and Isaac having a fight. Isaac is not sharing anything at all right now. Like we say, our friend Miss Cottywomple Adventures, much love to Rebecca. Tuna, no, I thought that was Tina. But Rebecca had actually noticed that there was some sort of shade thrown at Nikki the other day. Whenever Isaac shared this right here, tomorrow, I've never seen them so happy and playing together without arguing. Well, damn. And we can't tell if that's the kids playing or if that's Nikki and the oldest son playing or not. But either way, it just that right there also spells unrest in the guest household. Like very well insinuates that they're not having a good time, and they're not. It's not always happy-go-lucky smiles with them, and why, you know. And right around this time, Nikki, who apparently, her name, like she had like married or so in her bio, she changed it. Now it's just do everything you love, mommy by four, mommy, the MAMI. Take a look, MAMI. And let's see here, her tweets and replies right here. Let's go to it. Um, who is she talking to? Okay, so she's deleting tweets. She's deleting replies. Oh my god. She was replying to a dude. Some dude was commenting on her shit. Let's see here. All right, I can't get that deep in because I'm I'm searching on private. I'm scheming. I'm scamming on private right now. Let's see here. This guy, did you block Isaac? White Crow, this guy right here. White Crow. Take a look at this guy right here. She's been kind of texting back and or, liking his tweets and kind of replying back. And then she replied, she commented back to a tweet of his, that was like 4 days old or something. She has since deleted that reply to him, as I say. Joe Wilfar says, is that Keemstar? See, Isaac, he's been running around so long trying to act like Keemstar. She's like, well, I might go ahead and get with Keemstar. If I can't get with Keemstar, I might as well get with somebody that looks like him. Donald Fuller says she had to know he was a bum early in the relationship. Well, I mean, you know what? Like, here's the thing, bro. We're all kind of bums when we're young, quite frankly. I mean, well, not all of us. There are some guys out there, that were raised differently, by honest, hardworking men, that more mature men, or just you were just just had a more mature person by DNA. But most of us guys were very freaking immature, like in my 20s, dude. I swear, I mean, I was still fucking up, obviously drinking and doing drugs every damn day, stealing and shit, like being stupid, drinking and driving. Dude, I just, oh my God. I've been telling you, I was just stupid, and then I had no problem calling in to work. You know what I mean? So I would go to work, but when I was there, half the time I was hungover, and I was quick to call out a day a week or something, bro. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, I was kind of a bum still. Like, there was no like trying to build a concrete future with me because I wasn't trying to build one for myself. So I can see where the lack of direction, and him and her actually, they made a lot of money, scamming, quite frankly, buying shit from like getting buying shit from like iPhone or getting promotional deals. I heard at one point Isaac had worked for Apple. He had bragged about working for Apple and that he was getting free shit. Then he was turning around and selling that shit on Craigslist and in the newspaper, and he was having his wife do the swaps and the sales and shit. We had actually seen a text message from her mother or something, like Nikki's mother, who Isaac has been quick to disparage. Nikki's whole family, quote unquote, trash, according to Isaac, and unreliable, this, that, and the third. But Nikki's mother herself had referred to an incident where Nikki had been robbed, pretty much. Like, she took like an iPad or one of the new iPhones or something out somewhere, to a spot to meet somebody at, randomly, and make the sale. And when she got there, the person pretty much just yanked it and shit. Isaac would start making her go and do these drops with the children in the car. That way, perhaps it'd be like a safety net. That way, maybe somebody wouldn't, if they did get robbed next time, it wouldn't get so violent because there were children. Or maybe if they were to try, were thinking about jacking her, they'd see children in the vehicle, and then they would think twice, perhaps. Because one, you're not going to shoot a child over a damn iPhone. Two, there's evidence. I mean, there's witnesses there, children witnesses. You're done. Brandy Renee says, I'm not going to lie. Nikki is very pretty. What does she see in him? I mean, I tell you what, time goes a long way. Like, look at Erica. Like, what the fuck she see with me? We're about to be together for 4 years. Her Isaac and Nikki have been together for what, 15? How old are the children? And that's another thing. They've got children together. They've got a family. They got history. There's a lot into that. I mean, you don't necessarily have to be the most handsome man in the world, in order to land a good looking woman. It's like, that's a mystery. I mean, that's a myth. intelligence and a sense of humor can go a long way, which I don't think Isaac has either. Isaac. Well, he's got a little intelligence, but it's pretty much what he was trained in. It's like how to scam and get over and connive and be evil. Like yeah, he wasn't given good powers. He's a super villain, and not even super. He's just a villain. You know, and yeah, like I feel like a part of that she was very much attracted to, at a younger age. You know what I mean? Otherwise she wouldn't have got with him, quite frankly. And yeah, like I say, nowadays, the children go a long way. And as I showed you guys, she literally, you said you have to be a coward, to try and take someone's children away from their mother because she doesn't want to be with you. You know, which is almost like he's almost doing the reverse of what my ex is doing to me with my daughter. Like I tell you, bro, like when I moved back to Colombia, man, it wasn't freaking 2 weeks when I started getting calls from my ex, and we started kind of meeting up and doing our thing, even though despite the fact that she was living with another guy. You know what I mean? And there was some sort of trade off right there. As long as I gave her as long as I gave her that extra not extra marital because she wasn't married at the time, but that extra shit, that extra side shit, that side affair thing that she very much was into, which was always the cause of our relationship. As long as I offered her that, then I was able to have my daughter whenever I wanted. You know what I mean? During school days. It'd be a school night. I'll come pick her up in the morning, and she would. Skylar would spend the night, hang out, have pizza, go to bed, do her homework, go to bed. Wake up in the morning, mom would be there to pick her up, take her to school. Some nights, freaking her mom would sleep over. It was very much awkward, especially looking back at it now. And I actually stopped it. I was like, because I had feelings, and I was like, look, I was very much jealous whenever she'd go back home to her relationship and take the kids with her, and I was like, that's what I want, and so I was jealous of that, and I would create an ultimatum and say, hey, look, like we got to stop this, because I'm catching feelings, and I want us to have that, more than what's going on here, and then she was like, fine, that's fine, we can quit. And I was like, well, okay, so can I still see Skylar this weekend? And she's like, no, she's going to be with her grandma. Even though I had already made plans that week, we had already had the plans made for me to have her that weekend, and then with just within the span of that, request, that we quit, we sever that physical relationship with one another. You know what I mean? I wasn't able to see my kid then, and I did. I went a couple of months. This was probably back in 2012, and I would go a couple months without actually, really getting to see her or talk to her too much, because her mother started playing hardball until the point where I was like, all right, fine, you know what? Come on back over to the house. So horrible, dude. I was like, come on back on over. Let's hang out. Let's talk. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, I was able to see my kid again for up until almost the about 6 months or so before I actually fucked up and lost it all. But see, I know how it feels, to have children held, a child held from you, because you yourself do not wish to have a physical relationship with this other person. That's where me and Nikki we have that in common, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. We're not the only ones out here that feel that shit. Pennywise the dancing clown, what is up, brother? I started calling I started calling our Pennywise. Throw you a wrench there, brother. Jojo Mush says only way Nikki can afford to leave Isaac is if she starts stripping. She has no other way of making money. I mean, She can go ahead and take all that public assistance that he's reaping the benefits off of. Like I say, he's the dead weight. He's the extra mole that they just severed. If she just broke away from that shit and spent like just a couple of months in a government assisted program, she would have her kids back like that. And then he would be left on his big ass with nothing except for a social security check for himself to claim. You know what I mean? Iveta Arian says she can work at McDonald's. I mean, yeah. I tell you what, Bojangles right around the corner from here is hiring at $11 an hour right now. McDonald's is averaging $10 an hour and up. I mean, it's not the greatest living, but it would give her something, and then she also would obviously qualify for government assistance. Shit like the government assistance is in place for people like her, that need help, that can't that have children that can't do it on their own, that are trying but can't do it on their own. Jojo Mush says Nikki won't work. She's just as lazy as Isaac. Well, I mean, according to Isaac, we've shared the video, did we not? Slime Boss in the house. What's up, brother? Says she needs to leave PA and come down south. Shout out to my homie Slime Boss. He gave us a lot of info here lately. Just sent him a little bit of moolah right there from the super chats that you all donated the night that we had that live stream about him and his landlord. So, like I say, I pay for information, guys. You all help too. Where I gotta find Bubba. I gotta find Bubba real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, there it is, right there. It's very, very good. Just made me a fresh pot of tea. Put some fresh ice in it. Said, who's Bubba? Don't mind the dried up food on there. It's Bubba. I don't know if y'all seen these Bubba coolers at Walmart or not. They sell them at my local Walmart. There you go. There's an uncrusted side. I cut the crust off of this end. How about it? Jamie Bryant says, your background is tripping me out. Y'all like that? I like it too, man. It's kind of cool. Kind of gives y'all something to look at, you know what I'm saying? Besides just my ugly fucking face. While I'm going live, man. I think it's pretty cool. It's a lot better than just, being in a room, just kind of just bare walls, or some stupid little, paint by tape job, zigzag wall, blah blah. Yeah, shade thrown. Yeah, I think my wolf den looks pretty damn cool. What do you guys think? Admiral Bluebird says, hey man, when you guys planning on coming back to Asheville soon? I don't know, man. Do they have anything cool happening in Asheville for Christmas? They normally do that. I think we're gonna go out to Taylorsville for the Christmas parade. I think we're gonna go out to where? Christmastown, USA, McAdenville. And yeah, I'm not so sure where else what else we're gonna be doing here soon. So we hadn't done too much. We went to Catawba Falls yesterday. I started doing a vlog for you guys, and man, I just caught the hardest anxiety, man. It wasn't quite an attack. I was able to breathe and shit, man, but I didn't feel well. I didn't feel right. I was very, irritable. And I just couldn't do it, man. Like there was constant just feet right behind me. Like we went to Qatar Falls to take a nice little hike with just me and Erica and Penny and shit. And we get there, and I mean, there's so many people, so many freaking people had the same idea as us. And I'm not knocking, the people for being out there and shit and getting on my nerves. It's not necessarily their fault, but I just literally could not, go 2 minutes, you know what I mean, without, footfalls and, behind on my ass, and then I just got to stop and let fuckers walk past me and whatnot. And then people were steadily coming at me, and there was just something in the air yesterday that got me. And I didn't vlog for you. I started the vlog, but I didn't finish it. And I'm sure y'all don't want to see a half a vlog. So, but I'm hoping to crank out a couple of videos for y'all here soon. The Christmas tree farms are opening up soon. We're actually going to go out to the farm and pick our own tree. What's today? The 14th. Probably like the day before Christmas. We normally, a family tradition always had us putting up the Christmas tree on Thanksgiving Day. Once the damn Christmas tree, or once the turkey was done and shit, we'd all get together and pull out the tree, and we'd spend the rest of the afternoon decorating the Christmas tree. So maybe we'll do that this year. Me and Erica, we just went out today to Walmart and got all of our Thanksgiving shit. Erica, I'm gonna let Erica cook this year because I didn't do the turkey too well last year, and was planning on basically doing like a buying something from Boston Market or something, a turkey already made. They had our options were Boston Market, and I think Popeyes is fucking selling, cooked turkeys, but I couldn't find anywhere else that I was kind of comfortable in going to, and the time was starting to roll up. So we went ahead and bought our own turkey. Erica's going to do a turkey. We're going to do dressing, macaroni and cheese, a corn casserole. Yeah, and that's it. Rolls and dressing. And pumpkin pie and sweet potato souffle. You can't have Thanksgiving Day without sweet potato souffle. And I gotta tell you, man, it always looks like shit. You know what I mean? We'd laugh and joke and say that it looked like a pile of horse shit. You heard us say on vlog one time. But it was real damn good. It was some good horse shit. Y'all love Grandpa's sweet potato souffle. TTV Metallica Slayer. Thank you so much, man. I love that color right there. Says, what's good, Charlie? Hope y'all are doing fantastic. I'm so happy to see you guys doing well for yourselves. Makes me happy to see because Fat Pickle behind a camera is getting on my nerves. Always have been. LMAO. Ha ha! Dude, he's getting on a lot of people's nerves, it seems, here lately, man. They're just getting fed up. What is this deal with the whole the stalker and storyline right now, dude? Like, nobody's watching. Let's check this out. Let's go to Kid Behind the Camera. Let's see, where are the numbers? Let's check the numbers right now. What's funny is that when you type in Kid Behind a Camera, we have somebody here. We Are Galaxy Dust has a video of me, 30,000 views. It's only a minute long, of me crying, wanting to be part of the family. Look at that shit. Don't you love how people try and cut shit up and twist shit up? Look at that funny ass beard too, by the way. That's a big beard. Where we at? Oh yeah, we're checking the numbers. Yeah, one day ago, Bridget Stalker, 121,000 views. God damn. Numbers don't look good, bro. 5 days ago, 167. Mia's second birthday, 171. Which, by the way, I apologize. I apologize making fun of you, Mia. Mwah. Sorry about that. I just don't see why they would, put such a bad picture of her up there, making her cry. Why was she crying? Like, somebody actually said something about like she like wasn't happy every time Bridget came around or something. Like, that's what they were trying to make. the video seem like or something. I don't know if that's what was the case. Like she cried just because Bridget walked up to her or some shit like that. And yeah, it's kind of sad, man. Like that's sad. That's how you want to, portray your children. That's how you want to, turn the content. It could have just been an awesome birthday. Happy birthday to you. You know what I mean? Pennywise the dancing clown says he's losing 100,000 less a video. Yeah, me and Erica was talking about that, bro. At least 100,000 less per video. You go back a year ago, 2 years ago, and beyond, and he was averaging 350, 400,000 a video. Hell, even a couple years ago, even last year it was 250, 300. He's starting to kind of pan out there around 210, 220. But I mean, like that's taking, a couple of months to get to those numbers, and those views just aren't there anymore. Or the ads aren't there for those older videos. He's definitely losing a lot of money. It's because shit like this. Shit like this. Seriously, I'm calling the police. Come on, everybody knows. And look, why would he kick Cindy out the house? Look at that shit. Kind of looks like Bridget, right? Kind of looks like a younger Bridget right there. If Bridget lost about 100 pounds, that's how she looked. But, and this is a big but too. Oh my God, I got to show you guys. This is absolutely hilarious. My friend Stacy Walker, shout out to the Walker family. Much love to you guys. She shared me this picture right here. Take a look at this picture right here. The quote unquote stalker looking so much eerily like Bridget. It is uncanny, right? Let's let this zoom in. The camera's like, oh my God. Took forever for that camera to zoom the fuck in, right? But dude, you know who that really looks right there? Looks like? Dude, that looks just like Cindy, guys. Oh my fucking God. It's like Back to the Future. Brought to you by McDonald's. Dude, it looks just like fucking Cindy. That's got to be family. That's got to be family right there, guys. And if that's not family, and that's in fact like a girlfriend or something that they brought in, like I originally thought, like they brought in some younger girl that they're messing with, and they're having themselves trying to have a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? Now that they've pretty much been exposed for, their, loose sexual behaviors, figure they try to have a little bit of fun at their own expenses, kind of roll with the jabs as opposed to, blocking them or, whatever, which is what they're still trying to do, but they're not having too much fun with it because, bro, if that's not fucking family, bro, that's not family, then I don't know. Wubsy. Was it Wubsy 420? Onesie. Onesie. Wubsy 420. Let's see if she got me blocked. I think. All right, let's go here to private. I wanted to look to see if Michael. You blocked Charlie! Okay, where's Wub? I think he tagged her. Which is funny because somebody shared it. They said they didn't know her, but somebody shared a retweet that Bridget had. Wubby. Bridget retweeted her. Nope, not blocked. And then I was gonna look to see if I was followed. I'd be like, well, that's fucking hilarious. But alas, Wubby doesn't follow me. She's only stalking my brother. Stalker. I got to tell you, I've had my taste of stalkers, and it's not fun. Holy shit. Who remembers that damn stalker queen coming to my house and leaving all kinds of weird shit on my doors? Had me afraid that she was up in the house, damn, scissoring my belongings. Said that we were God ordained. We were ordained to be together by God. Jonathan Laurie Mayberry, what is up? Jonathan Laurie Mayberry. Hope y'all are having a great day. Let's see if Isaac is saying anything over here. See what Isaac's got happening. He said he's having dinner with the pastor today. Pastor Roy is on one today. Got pictures of just him going to church. And guys, I've had to say that I've kind of smelled blood in the water for some time now. Like uh, uh, Isaac is out here, getting his hair cut. Trying to look like the Croc. If you smell what the wok is cooking. And then he's getting his ears pierced and shit. You know what I mean? He's getting cologne. Usually, I've watched enough murder mysteries and shit like this to confirm. Usually guys don't really take that much interest in themselves, especially guys that are in long relationships or married. We tend to kind of fall off in the hygiene area, until we're looking to spread our seed elsewhere. You know what I mean? Until we're looking to damn try and get out of something. Usually you hear about these relationships or when the woman is murdered or whatever, comes up missing, and then the guy becomes suspect solely because not only because they can't find anybody else, and usually 90% of the time it's the husband or the wife that did it, but also in this unnatural turn, and attention towards themselves. You know what I mean? Like you'll have family members and friends say, "Hey, yeah, he seemed distant. They didn't seem so loving anymore. He was always going out. He was always going out to the gym, working out," which we know Isaac obviously isn't working out. You know what I mean? But he is. He's even got some shit for his mouth. He's trying to damn lighten up his teeth. Wes Warren says, he's cheating on her. Well, it's not the first time. Remember, he got caught by Nikki cheating on messing around with Steve Billings' girlfriend. Who remembers what was that girl's name? Luna. I can't remember. It was Steve's girlfriend anyway. And I think Steve cared about her a lot because she was messing around with Isaac behind Steve's back. And Steve found out the same time that around time, right after Nikki found out, because Nikki found out and she put it on blast. Had to delete the tweets, but it put it on blast. And it really hurt Steve's feelings, I believe, because he went ghost for weeks, dude. Like, and he still will not even address the fact, that his girlfriend, cheated on him with Isaac, dude. Like, we've brought it up and laughed at it, in his face, numerous times, and he just ignores it, guys. Like he could probably he'll probably come out now that I'm like challenging him on this, probably come out and be like, "Oh, they know that never happened." Come on, guys. Like we know it did. We all sat here and watched. There's not many people, 326 people here watching. I'm pretty sure 300 of you, are hip to the situation. You've been following for quite some time. The other 26 is probably Slob Mob. Anthony's Photos, what's up, says, if you do live close enough, there's a place called Honey Baked Ham. Yeah. We went to Honey Baked, or no, I looked it up. There's one in Charlotte, a Honey Baked Ham company. Yeah, they said it was like it was gonna be like $60 for the turkey. Um, but I didn't really want to drive that far out to go get it. We get the turkey, and you got to bring it back, and you got to thaw it out anyway, and then put it back in the oven and cook it for a couple hours anyway. I just figured, hell with it. let Erica do her thing. Pennywise the dancing clown says Steve has no teeth and is way fatter than he lets on. Actually, man, what is this shit, bro? Like, somebody shared a picture. It looked like Steve lost a shit ton of weight, man. Like deathly skinny, man. Like apparently he had cancer or something, you know, and underwent chemo, and it really emaciated his body. If it was an actual picture, let me go over here to cancel this out. Let's go to my dude Who What does it say? Chris Cyborg knocks out Sinead Kavanaugh in under 2 minutes to retain featherweight title. Yeah, that chick looks damn small as hell. All right, let's go to Who boy. Who boy? Who Now who Now who Now who? I'm trying to get up in my crew. Here's a picture right here, guys. If any of you guys are not hip or familiar, here's Michael's quote unquote stalker that they don't know exists, they didn't know of, yada yada, which we all know it's all fake. Anyways, but why not just go ahead and just share it with you? Come on, zoom in. Her face is just not letting the camera's just not wanting to read to her face, guys. Like shite. Come on. Fail. Feels like a fail. Kind of reminds me of the time that I did the first time I did the Toe of Satan challenge. I had the screen, you couldn't even see it. I had the camera up to the screen, you couldn't even see the screen. All right, take a look. 10 6 20. 18 retweets, 129 likes. From Wubby to Bridget, who then goes on to reply. Hardy, 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 heart, 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 heart. Slime Boss says, did y'all call Isaac to see if he needs a ride back home? The van blowing black smoke. Hauling his bigger ass around everywhere. All right, let's see if we can find this picture of Steve because it's quite it's quite shocking when I first saw it. I said, "What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is this?" Oh, okay. I see what this is. There's Isaac kissing a foot, pretending like it's a barbecued rib. Look at them weak ass glasses too, covered in his own oils and greases. Look at that. That shit is gross. You're gross, Isaac. All right, let's see if we can find this picture of Steve Billings, man. I really want to show you guys this shit, dude. Oh, look. Here he goes. If you smell what the wok is cooking, it's General So's chicken. And don't touch it because it's all mine. If you smell. He actually looks like a chick right here. Come to my window. I'll be home soon. I'll be home. I'm coming home. I remember one time, guys, I swear to God, bro, it's so crazy. My ex, bro, whenever I was staying in whenever we were going to Job Corps, whenever I'm first met my baby's mama in Job Corps. And while we were there, there was this girl that looked just like Isaac here, dude. Looked a lot like Isaac, guys. Oh my God. Except she was white and her eyes were a little crossed. Not so much. She looked like Isaac, dude. Looked a lot like her, and she was trying to scam my ex from me. Would get her over to the side, you know, and alone, and like, you need to watch out. He looks like the type he'll get violent. Has he beat you yet? Has he put his hands on you? He will. You know, I'm like trying to like really scare my girlfriend into leaving me and going up into her room so that she can gorilla pimp her ass out. Like, what the fuck? I was about to show hands with this chick, bro. Like, you motherfucker, get off my ass, bro. Get off my girl. And I swear to God, it looked a lot like that. I'll be home. Heat up my dinner. I'll be home soon. Microwave, light up my food. Watching the microwave cook my food by the light of the moon. Ace Man, what's up? Says the leg has its own name. He called it bow leg. Oh yeah, that's whenever he was making fun of Tuna for her leg being taken. And I don't know if I can say too much on that. Let's see. Somebody said I made some appearances.
I don't see any bitch. That's a super chat sound.
Look. All right, so yeah, he has checkmate bitch going, and I was like, oh, that's a super chat sound. Look at him. He looks like a fucking frog. He looks like the prince, the toad prince. And look at the pastor. He's like, what in the fuck? Look at him. Does that look like somebody that's fucking laughing? Does that look like somebody that's impressed? Look, he's like, man, what the fuck? Sorry about that, Aunt Betty. Uncle Leroy watching the program right now. I don't condone this. Isaac even says himself, I'm sorry.
That's a super chat sound. Appreciate it, Coheed. Hold on. Coheed says, what are your thoughts?
Oh, God. Anyway. How fun is that? Now, where is yeah, whatever happened to Big Al Jackson? Margaritaville, Cleveland on Twitter app. Yeah, that's whenever he actually damn imploded. Bowser G. Let's go to Bowser Guest over here. What does he got? What's Bowser Guest got for us? I want to see if he has the pictures. Oh, shout out to Cody. Cody's got some stuff for us too. Shout out to the Braves right there. Much love. Oh look, somebody actually even hooked Isaac up right there. We all know Isaac did that. That's real. Isaac loves himself so damn much. Obviously doesn't love his family. Oh my God! Holy shit! All right, so they obviously did something with the teeth. But I think this is what's left of our dear friend Steve Billings now, guys. Holy dog shit. Goodness fucking gracious, man. Strangler Steve. Damn. Looks like the Wolfman killer. Holy shit. Kind of reminds me of Popcorn Sutton. And you know, I can't say thank you so much to Only Me. Shout out to Only Me. Everyone follow Only Me at Twitter. At Twitter. All spaced out. What up, Tan May? Jin said the BTK. I swear to God, I was trying to think of the damn name. You nailed it. Fuck yeah, dude. Looking like the fucking BTK killer or some shit like that. Holy dog shit, man. Oh, here we go. So check this out. Retweeted. Thank you so much, Brownsboy23. Says Triple H was Isaac's favorite wrestler and bra size. Y'all starting that roast again, huh? Well, take a look at this, man, because she went ahead and retweeted this 12/11/2021 at 14:38, possibly 2:38 in the morning. Says verbal abuse be crazy. Like you really saying all that to intentionally try to break me, but in the same breath say you love me. Look at that. That was a retweet from her. 12/11/2021. It's been deleted. Pennywise the dancing clown says Steve looks like the crypt keeper. He's like, hello, boys and ghouls. Like I say, you know, Steve likes to cruise the young kids section of YouTube. How many times have we seen Steve with his fucking, you know, in a child's chat room? Quite frankly. All right, what else we got here? Ha, you guys are killing it today. This right here is where Isaac retweeted something from Michael that Michael posted back in 2008, 2020. Take a look. Michael would tweet something in 2008, 2020. No, I'm sorry. February the 8th, 2020. Thomas D, much love to you, brother. Says Isaac gaslights people so much the name Gas Mob should be changed to Gas Mob. Also because he farts so much and he's so bloated. But if you look at the dates and times right here, responded back to somebody 2020. Isaac would retweet it almost a year later. Almost exactly a year fucking later. He would retweet it. Where kid behind the camera was talking about, I gave the drunk a chance to do his apologies for all the dangerous harm he caused, and he opted to victimize himself and pretend he did nothing wrong. So I cut him so I blocked him and cut communication. Good luck in that beer can you live in. Look how mean Michael's being. All because I won't fall on the sword. All because I won't take the blame for all the bullshit. All the quote unquote dangerous acts that he's accused me of. So that's why he's going to block me. Well, then Isaac would go ahead and retweet that almost a year later, almost a year to the day later. And then Michael would everybody started talking shit to him on Michael's tweet, so Michael deleted it. And we're like, why?
The trolls have said Isaac's getting evicted. Now, if you remember, there was a landlord that was a bitch some years back. And I moved out of her house. But I kept the legal proceedings going just to be a dick so she would eventually lose the house. So there's nobody living in it.
So here we have Isaac talking about how he went ahead and he didn't move exactly out of somebody else's house after they evicted him. He kept the proceedings going until this homeowner could no longer afford to keep footing the bill on their own, the property. So they had to foreclose. And Isaac says that he says this with pride.
Just to be a dick.
Hold on.
Now, if you remember, there was a landlord that was a bitch some years back. And I moved out of her house. But I kept the legal proceedings going just to be a dick so she would eventually lose the house. So there's nobody living in it.
You hear that shit? Stop paying this bitch. And held the fucking the court proceedings up so long that this person lost their property, their house, possibly, something, handed down to them from family. Junkyard Dog says a judge should hear this. Maybe somebody should record this or take that recording right here and send it to Isaac's current landlord to show that he's doing the same fucking thing right now that he did a couple of years back, openly admitting. Here he is doing the same exact thing, and he claims that once November 30th, once this judge grants in favor of the plaintiff, just like the last judge, that Isaac claims that he's once again gonna appeal to the Supreme Court, which I'm not so sure if you really can appeal an eviction if you can kick that shit all up to the Supreme Court. Yeah, somebody might want to look into that. No let up ball. What's up, brother? I'm not letting up, brother. Heard some new info about Isaac, and I'm here to damn bust it all out. John 420, thank you so much, brother. Says nothing but respect that you are sober, Charlie. Watching you live from some level 4 prison. What? In California, 17 years. 235 days left. Salute, brother. Damn, homie. Much love to you out there, man. Thank God that y'all got a little something, that helps you connect with the outside world. Just know it ain't, man. You ain't missing much out here, man. Every fucking body's mad at each other. Nobody's getting along. Nobody can figure it the fuck out. We're all basically in our own mental prisons any damn way, So I tried to go out and check out a damn waterfall yesterday, and I was just so anxious. Had so much anxiety going with so many people up my ass. We literally I can show you a clip, dude, right here on my camera. We literally walked away off the path just to try and have a moment for ourselves. And people come up, 2 separate groups of people came off the path and walked up to come hang out where we were. In the matter of like 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. I said, God damn. So, well, thank you, brother, and I'm gonna continue to stay sober and fighting the good fight and tap dancing on these motherfuckers' heads, man. Wish Isaac was locked up in there with you guys. Maybe y'all can, show him what it's like, how it feels to get beat by a fucking man. That's what Isaac needs. He grew up without a father, and I'm not trying to say that in a slight, in a joking way to any of you guys. Captain Rodriguez, much love to you, brother. Says, was the adult filming videos on your Charlie Chill channel, was that staged? Which one? Do you mean like the porno that was uploaded? Bro, I promise you, every bit of that was uploaded, was by Michael and Bridget. And then another time it was uploaded by Nikki Floccavelli. At no point would I, try and upload porno to my channel to get myself deleted. What was that? Somebody here? Hold on a second. I think it's up in the... Yeah. All right. Anyway, landlord, time to pay the rent. And see that, that's so nice, man. I love it, dude. We can actually no hiding from our landlord, no, bullshit. I can sit here and continue my my live stream while Erica's out there, talking with the landlord, kicking it, paying the damn rent like a damn grown, like adults are supposed to fucking do. You know, Isaac doesn't seem to want to do it. Doesn't feel he feels he's above paying rent. Obviously this is not the first time he's been paying. He hasn't been paying in over a year, almost 2 years now, and here he is on live stream admitting himself that this is not the first time that he's done it. Browns boy, thank you so much. Says, why is Mike and Isaac built like the Grimace? It's because they eat a lot of McDonald's. Oh, because they eat a lot of McDonald's, and because their blood circulation is so poor that it keeps their extremities nice and bright and purple. Michael's gonna have to get him some compression socks here soon. And damn it, I hate saying that because no disrespect to anybody out there suffering from diabetes. You know what I mean? It's a sad thing. David Falls, thank you so much. Says Isaac acts so righteous, but he's anything but. Apparently, and obviously, his preacher found out the hard way, trying to go live and trying to capitalize off of Isaac's, star, his name, you know what I mean, his channel, because quite frankly, Isaac had ran out of luck with his channel. You know what I mean? He started off as a nice guy. Everybody believed that he was, a fighter against the evils online, against Charlie Chill. Every time that Michael came out with, or Jennifer or Kimberly came out with another bogus, claim about me, Isaac had to be right there, the white knight, to carry the mob, the onslaught, to carry out justice against Charlie Chill, social justice, which back in the day, people were all like, yeah, social justice is good. We got to do this. Wouldn't be until, a couple of years of it that we'd all sit back and realize, damn, social justice is kind of shitty. You know what I mean? A lot of you were like, damn, Charlie Chill, he's being persecuted for shit that he did years ago that he's, that he's asked for forgiveness of and been forgiven of, only to have it constantly thrown back in his face. And you guys would sit back and watch constantly, time and time again, this happen, and you would watch, damn, he's got a damn tractor right outside the damn window. I can almost feel it in my chair. But you guys watch time and time again as we would just go back and forth, and you would see me dig my own grave and crawl myself back out of it, and then you guys would see me get sober, and you guys would just see me here for. Y'all hear the tractor out there, bro? I swear to God, we live in a construction site. We live on a fucking construction site. Holy shit, man! There's constantly freaking dump trucks and damn cement trucks and tractors and shit moving up and down this damn road. It's fucking crazy, dude. I really want to move. I'm ready to go. This place is falling apart around us. I want to get out of here. But you know what? I'm still going to pay my rent because it's the right thing to do. And yeah, it's the right fucking thing to do. Shit, I can afford it, and I have, Erica signed a lease, that state that she will pay this amount for us to stay here, and we are keeping our end of the bargain. If your word ain't, if your word ain't shit, neither are you. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that's really been Michael and Isaac's downfall, in that they have told y'all so much. How much shit have they told you guys and tried to make y'all believe, that you guys would come back and find out later it was bullshit? How many times have y'all been lied to only to find out, oh, it's, have y'all, God, man, you all thought that I beat my dad and essayed my sisters, and it's just so much, Ooh, excuse me. That you guys were incensed. Like there was no way that you believed that Michael was and Isaac that they were gonna lie about shit like that. Things of that nature, elderly abuse, child abuse. Like there was just no way. And here you are now, y'all, years later. after Michael would once again try and get the kids to accuse me of giving them drugs. Captain Rodriguez says, "Are you kidding me, dude? For reals? What do you mean, Bubba?" What do you mean? Like, do you mean like what? Like the indignant? Like you can't believe that that family would do that kind of thing to another? That anybody would do something like that to another human being? Yeah, he said, "Yeah, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, it really shows, the power of money, power, and respect. There was people that were coming out, doing what Michael and them asked, just to get attention. That attention that, those likes on social media, that goes a long way. Like clout is a currency in its own. You know what I mean? And everybody jumped on the bandwagon to be a part of it, man. And it was crazy. But also, like people just, like I said, didn't believe. Like there was no way when y'all sat back and y'all watched Dad cry. When y'all watched Michael and Jennifer make Dad cry on that porch, on that deck, believing that I sexually abused them. It not only broke Dad's heart, it broke all of y'all's heart. Y'all sat there and broke your heart. Your heart broke for Grandpa, and for all of a sudden for Jennifer and Kimberly. And a fire brewed inside you for Charlie Chill in a way that you never knew. In a way that I never felt. And you let it go on me. Bro, and like I say, man, there wasn't a moment's peace for a couple of years. Because how powerful, the subject matter was. How much, love and respect and admiration y'all had for Grandpa and for Michael. Mm. Yvetta Arian says, "For what it's worth, Charlie, I never believed the SA thing." Well, I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. Every time I hear it, because it is something like that kind of irks me. It does. Like I can't, that's something I'm gonna have to fucking live with for the rest of my life. Accused by my damn sisters. Falsely accused. I know how my dad feels. Like I say, I'm not the only one that's been falsely accused in the family. And they know how it feels to have, a family member falsely accused. Dawn of the Dead says that's why Mike will be unforgiven for lying about SA. He can never come clean about it. And he wants me. He's sit there saying that he gave me my chance to come clean for all the harm, all the blah 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 blah, all the bullshit that they made up to try and end me. And because I would not play their game and fucking fall for that shit. And here we are, huh? Jillian X, what's up? Says, "It's sick that your own blood would ever say such horrible things when it's a lie. I'm shocked they sleep at night." And like I say, man, I went ahead and challenged him, like, to call the police. Kimberly would once again try to come forward with her claims and try to reignite the flames against me whenever me and Mom were calling out Jennifer for trying to cover up child abuse. And we weren't even trying to call out Jennifer for covering it up. We were trying to find out what the fuck was going on. Why Johnny was being choked and sharing it on Twitter and saying that his mother's friend is attacking him. because he thinks he's high on drugs. Me and mom were just trying to find out what the fuck is going on with all that shit. And the next thing you know, here comes Kimberly. Oh yeah, Charlie, he raped me, yada yada yada. And so many of y'all saw through that time. You were like, really, Kim? What the fuck? You're gonna come out with that now? You're gonna come back up with all this shit now after Charlie's going all because Charlie's exposing this child abuse? Kimberly's trying to wave her rape flag over here, trying to deflect from the fact that her nephews are being beaten by Jennifer's boyfriends and they're not doing anything about it. Johnny's so damn frustrated about it that he's sharing pictures on Twitter. Luna Thorne says, how is the Jeep? The Jeep is still shit right now. I can't get it in reverse, and it's also kind of starting to rumble and kind of shake a little bit over 50. So I got to wait until I get my taxes and shit back and put it into the Jeep. Got to wait until I get my money to get it checked out. Miss Donna J, much love to ya, says, I had trouble believing your sisters when they never showed signs of it ever happening toward you. True rape victims would never act like that. I mean, really. Like I say, Jennifer and Kimberly, they were talking about how much they love me. They said Jennifer had posted a video like 2 days before the accusations against me about how I was her favorite brother and about growing up, Michael and Kimberly were like this and me and Jennifer were like that. And which was not, like I said, was not the case. Jennifer was always off the loop in her own fucking orbit somewhere. I always thought she was weird as hell. I was quite frankly a little afraid of her. I remember one time, it was around Christmas time, we had some friends over, a couple of girls, they were sisters. Her name was Ashley and Wendy. And they were over at my house. Ashley was trying to make my friend Clifton jealous. Would even be like, let's go outside for a minute. We'd go outside and smoke a cigarette, and they'd laugh extra hard because my homie Clifton literally lived like 2 houses down, and they were split up at the time. So she was over at the house messing with me, and I was like, whatever, fine, I don't care. Like I'm getting a little lucky, at my homie's expense. Thank you. But I remember it was Christmas time because we had like a little mom and dad had bought this little town type scene, with like the little porcelain houses with the little lights that come up underneath them to make it look like there's lights on in the houses, and it's sat on like this little cotton pad layout that made it look like a blanket of snow, and it's like this scene that's all sitting on the middle of the dining room table, and Jennifer's playing her spooky shit, and she's like, ooh, and we're like, what's wrong? Is somebody talking to you? And Jennifer's, ooh. She would go off on these weird things at times, where she was acting like she was kind of possessed, and sometimes it kind of seemed like there was some reality to it. Like you'd look at her, her eyes were not there. Sometimes, you'd go to try and say something to make her laugh or whatever, and her face, you wouldn't see no smile. Sometimes you can look at her and you can tell like she's trying to put on, because you can kind of make her kind of look kind of at you or smile or something or flinch, like I'm gonna hit you or something, But there was other times that she would just be in trance. Richard Flores, and I think it might have been maybe seizures, honestly. Richard Flores, thank you so much. Says, how is Mike's kids going to feel when they're adults and they find out Mike groomed Bridget when she was 14? Hey, well, Michael has done everything that they can to try and make it seem like they made all that shit up, that they didn't mess around when they were when she was that age. But the fact of the matter remains that she was born in 1994, that Zach and Miri Made a Porno came out in 2008. Which means she was 14 when they got together. She was 15 when they went and saw that movie. So whatever. Yvette Arian says Jennifer and Kim both act crazy. I'm telling you, like Jennifer, man, this one time in particular, it turned out to, I don't know, maybe I knocked her back into it. She seemed like she was for real, and first I thought she was showing off for us and shit, and I remember she was all kind of over this table like hum da la bum bum, and I'm like, we're all like, what in the fuck, and I got these girls with me, and we're just kind of what in the shit, man? We're blazed out and young and just damn mesmerized by this shit. It's Christmas time and there's lights around and I've just got all kinds of thoughts conjuring it in my head, more than just sugar plums, and shit. I'm thinking demons and ghouls, and fucking this guy, and I'm thinking about Jennifer, who just a year or so before had, was seeing a red entity in her bedroom closet that she would refer to as Red Man, you know, who, would tell her to kill dad, which freaked us all the fuck out so much, in fact, that we all received mental therapy for a good year. Jennifer would even get put in foster care, and this was just a couple of years before, prior to this incident right here, so we felt we felt Jennifer was capable of just about anything, and she's all humdillabumbing, over this damn this Christmas town scene, and I'm like, Jennifer, I'm like, oh my god, this kind of feels fucking weird. It's getting spooky, and I'm like trying to rouse her, and then finally she kind of does like that, and she kind of, it was more like a or something, and her eyes are all crossed so incredibly, like it was almost like fucking whites in her eyes, and I literally smacked her, boom, and then she came to, was like, yo, what the fuck? What happened? Yada yada. We're all like, fuck this. Let's get the fuck out of here. You know? Yeah. And I don't know where that story came from, but I know that it was scary. And that was a Christmas story. How about that for a fucking Christmas story, guys? The ghost of Christmas past and got up in Jennifer's ass. Jillian X said someone grabbed the holy water. Sable Reaper said someone called the exorcist. Jennifer's about to damn jump all backwards, do the reverse crab like fucking Bray Wyatt or something up the wall. Be like that dude, what's his name? That movie Split? Anybody seen that movie Split? Holy shit, that's Jennifer. Like I say, which is sad though, because Jennifer experienced a lot of pain from this from her mental health, her poor mental health, I should say. Like I said, Jennifer went to foster care. How many of y'all knew that Jennifer was in a foster home at one time? I've never been in a foster home. Have you ever been in a foster home? I assume that it's not very nice, even though these families try their best and they take you on trips, and they had Jennifer all, dressed up nicely and shit, but it's still not your family. You go to sleep at night in a weird alien place. Jennifer would spend Jennifer would have numerous stints, on Bull Street, where we go in Urbex now. Jennifer was actually in there as a patient numerous times. We go. I told you about the time that I went in there and saw that everybody in her dorm was wearing all of her clothes. She couldn't do nothing about it, sit there and smile. And I guess the damn the wards, the nurses and shit didn't really give a fuck. They're just there to make sure that you don't kill yourself, I guess. So I mean, she's lived a very sad existence from her mental health, her poor mental health. But I mean, that doesn't excuse her of it, I don't believe. Honestly. And there are many out there with mental disabilities and mental maladies that don't go around accusing people of sexual assaults, especially on a grand scale like mine. They went before millions of people. And had you all believing that I was this sexual deviant, that assaulted both of his sisters. All because why? All because I got fucked up and I got drunk and I started talking shit to Michael on Facebook and Twitter one day. And I started threatening to bring up family secrets. because I was fucked up, because I was drunk and I was frustrated and I was feeling boxed out and however else I was feeling, you know. And there was no excuse for it. It was my mistake. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have been getting fucked. I shouldn't have been getting fucked up in the first place, you know. And I guess I just wasn't ready to be on my own yet. You know, I wasn't ready in my sobriety. You know, I'd lived with dad for what, 2.5, 3 years, maybe even a little more. And I'd only got drunk like twice in like 4 years. And, you know, that was incredible. You know, then I move in over at Mike's house, you know, and I'm staying in the pool house, you know, and I'm accountable for myself, you know, and I fucking slipped. KRT Music says you punched Bridget. I didn't punch Bridget. Bullshit. Like I say, don't they have cameras? Don't they have security? Security cameras all around the fucking house. Look at the video. Bridget is holding the fucking camera while I'm walking up the steps at her. How come there's no footage? How come there was no black eye? There was a little fucking scrape right here. Didn't turn into shit. It disappeared in like 2 days. We done been through this. Like I say, it sure would have been fucking nice. Don't you think, man? You know, I would have, you know, I would love to sit here right now and say, yeah, I hit Bridget. Be like, yeah, she deserved it. Or some shit. But still, she wouldn't have deserved it, you know, because I was drunk, fucked up. And all I wanted to do was go to fucking bed. That's all I wanted to do, bro. Like that, I was actually discharged from the hospital. I was admitted. They said, yo, you can either go to the hospital or you can go to jail. Go to the hospital and get checked out, or go to jail, Charlie. So I was like, fuck, let's go to the hospital. You all saw me. You all saw me get rolled down the driveway, acting a fucking fool. I'm not proud of none of this shit, you know. But you all saw me going down the driveway, acting an ass. And you also heard whenever Michael had the damn video camera in his pocket. I wonder if that video is still up. Where Michael said that, he said, you destroyed my pool house. And then I said, we did that. I was shocked. It sounds like there's a shock in my voice. And I said, we did that, Michael. We did that. Now, why would I say that? Especially in that tone. Like, you know, if me and Michael didn't do it, if you know, I don't know. Oh, what the fuck is that? Bug. Jeez, did y'all hear that? Lance Sargent said Doug said the same thing. Yes, plus, yeah, Doug was there when it happened. What kind of men? What kind of fucking men are they? Michael and Doug both just sat back and watched me punch Bridget and they did nothing about it. And there's mysteriously no footage. Mysteriously, there was no evidence besides a little rug mark that Bridget probably got from her cousin. Probably got good and heavy. And it's got a little rug burn right there on the side of her face. John Thunderstorm Paranormal King, thank you so much, brother. Says Charlie, I will always have your back, brother. Damn right, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cody Ferris says, just stop talking bad about your family. No, I will not. And I'm not, hey, bro, just because it's the facts, just because the facts are disturbing to you, doesn't mean that I'm talking shit. They're just shitty facts. Selena Carmela says, if you punched her, wouldn't you have gone to jail? I did go to jail. I did go to jail. They took me out. They took me out in handcuffs to the police cruiser, and then sat me in the back, had me in handcuffs in the back of the police cruiser for good God, man, 30 minutes. It felt like they had. I mean, I was in there for a long time before finally they came back out and claimed that I hit Bridget, that they had physical evidence that I hit her, and that they were, taking me to jail on assault charges. But you know how often that happens? David B says Charlie should write a book, The Real Life of Kid Behind a Camera. I know, right? Hey, man, I've got some content that at least 4 million people might perhaps be interested in reading. Iveta Arian says, yes, Charlie, please write a book. Like, but who would honestly buy the book if I wrote that? If I wrote it, maybe one or two, and then it'll just get copy and pasted onto the internet, and then you know. I wonder if I could get some kind of book deal. Like, hey, look, I was the son of angry grandpa. I've got a whole bunch of shit. I was gonna call it something like the angry son. Truth behind a camera or something. The real truth of angry grandpa and kid behind a camera or something. Black Master says Doug could write the introduction. Yeah, Doug can write the foreword. You can see him in his own pose. Shout out to Doug too, man. I saw something nasty on Facebook, man. He had some kind of skin graft or some shit, man. It did not look good, Doug, and I'm praying for you, brother. And yeah, man. Seriously. Haha, Krusty, what's up, brother? Says long live the fart chair. Just dropped in for a sec. I'll catch this tomorrow at work. Peace. Hell yeah, brother. Save it for work, man. I got you a good hour and a half here. I'm gonna be getting off here in a minute anyway. So I can spend some time with my lady. We're having ourselves some beef tips and gravy tonight. Beef tips and gravy over rice. With some, I think, some seasoned butter beans. I think I'm gonna do. Maybe some rolls. I got some Sister Schubert's yeast rolls, and maybe we'll make some devil's food brownies. How's that sound, guys? That sound like a good Sunday dinner to you all? I gotta hurry up and get on it because it's almost 5 o'clock. And yeah, Lance, the sergeant says Doug was funny in the videos. Yeah, man, Doug brought his own element, definitely. And that's something we all, kind of brought our own elements to the videos, and which I still kind of cringe when I see myself because I'm such a bad actor. Well, I just wish that we could have just been spontaneous, but unfortunately, I kind of had to follow, storyline at times, and I just, I felt a little suppressed, but uh yeah, I don't know, just like we all brought our own, or we all brought that little something to the table, which is gone now, which is why Michael's bringing in Bridget's cousin to pretend like she's a stalker or some shit like that, which is why there is no growth, to his channel, which is why the views are going to shit, you know and yeah, which is why he has the continue to clickbait, which continues just to get worse and worse, man. And like I say, I don't wish this on Michael, because like this takes away from the family's popularity overall. It's an overall tarnishing of our quote unquote legacy, whatever you want to call it. NBA says, "Do you listen to Pink Floyd?" I like Pink Floyd. I like they're like a soft tool. They're a very soft tool. I think you know what I mean. Uh, tool for dads. Very exploratory. And while I'm not much into exploratory drugs and shit anymore, I can still appreciate exploratory music. You know what I mean? And I think, by experimenting as much as I have, over the years, I think that I've unlocked some door in my mind, which allows access to broader scope of imagination. Like, I don't know, just that I can understand and enjoy, you know, a 3.5 minute guitar riff, not even singing or nothing, just a guitar riff and some drums, light drums or whatever, and I can just imagine, other worlds, and me inhabiting these other places. I can really just take myself away from this universe, through music in my own mind, and it's a really wonderful, wonderful tool. Glitch Gaming says, "Would you produce merch?" I'm not so sure about the merch, guys. Like I don't feel like I would, like I don't feel like I'd sell enough, and to really uh make up for the time and effort, of coming up with merch and producing merch. I think I might sell like 10 shirts or some shit like that. And I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to try to feel like I'm trying to make money off you guys neither. I wouldn't want to sell anything cheap. Who knows? Who knows? I know that we thought about it once before, and we had a friend even create a design for us. Thomas D, thank you so much. Says, "Do you remember drinking Grandpa's denture water?" Yes, it is our little design that my friend Sharon and Mark Proctor, very talented artists. We were going to go with that kind of logo right there. Um, but I was gonna try and maybe tweak it or something. We've actually got him on on some sweatshirts and stuff. Take a look. What was this? Do I still have it here in my? Do I have it hanging up? I do not have it hanging up anymore. I got a T-shirt though, and we were calling ourselves Travels Together, but we're actually really the outsiders and always will be. But there's a little something right there. Travels Together, Wolfpack. A shirt design that was made for us and that we were going to maybe thought about perhaps selling or something, but I don't know. I don't know. Say it's really nice, It's like it's an original design. It was hand painted by my friend Mark Proctor, and then produced, designed and produced by him and his wife Sharon. I want to do a little tweaking though. I wanted to do something with like a wolf over here and a wolf over here, wolf here, wolf here, wolf here, some type of design to really kind of symbolize the wolf pack. Have three, at least three, but still, it's a very wonderful design. And it was hand painted and with love and me and Erica in mind. And I'll always treasure this and keep this forever. Even if I don't produce, merch for sale. Bronze Boy 23. His body has 12 systems. Only one you can control is your respiratory system. Correct breathing keeps you out of fight or flight. Lower quality decisions. Yeah. Nikki needs to work on her breathing exercises then, man, because she needs to fucking run, fight or flight. She needs to run and fight. She needs to get the hell away, and she needs to fight back, man. You know what I mean? It's such bullshit. Like I agree with Nikki. It is bullshit. Any spouse, any spouse that would want to keep their child away from their mother or from their father, all because you do not want to have a relationship with them. And I am going through that right damn now. It doesn't just hurt you; it hurts the child as well. You know what I mean? We're talking child abuse here. You don't have to physically harm a child to abuse that child. And for these children to constantly see their mother going through these pains and these trials and watching how their father just holds them and her past, you know, as umbrage, holding it over her head as leverage. And that's the biggest shame here. You know that the children are involved, that the children are being used as pawns. And you see this, you know, 1,000 times, man, a million times. You've seen, you know, the children being used in a war between adults. You've watched Isaac and them use him on me. Hell, you've watched me, unfortunately, kind of use it against Michael the other night whenever I shared that picture of Mia. It was a tasteless joke. It was offensive, but I knew I was, you know, still a little funny, but, you know, it's not funny. It's always sad whenever the children are involved, you know, whether it's an online war or it's a personal private relationship. And it's even worse when it's a personal private relationship, because that's a world in which, you know, is the realest to the children, the world that they cannot escape from, you know. Imagine running to your room but still hearing the screams and the yell and the hollering and the banging, smashing glass. You know, and it can all be avoided, you know, if you know he let her leave. She wants to fucking go, let her go. Then, you know, that's what you know, I've never fought to keep a woman, quite frankly. Like I will change my way. I will fight to change my ways. Keep a woman. I had to do that for Erica. She was not going to stay with me, you know, with me fucking up, getting drunk the rest of my life, slipping and picking myself back up. There was eventually going to come a time where she was going to be fed the fuck up with it, and she was going to be gone, you know, and I would have had nobody to blame but my damn self, you know. So I'll fight for a woman in that regard, you know. But when it comes to, you know, um, whether a woman is happy, whether she's with me or not, like if you're not, then bye. Like I don't want to have to, you know, worry. I've already done that with my ex. Like she was always kind of going out and sneaking around, didn't really seem happy, you know, unless she was, you know, when she was settled down, you know, and I would let her come and go. I'd be like, bye, fine, peace. Here's the goddamn door. But then I'd always take her back. I'd always feel bad and cry or some shit, and she'd come back to me and I'd take her back. Never did beg and plead. But you know, I'm not going to sit there and try and keep somebody, whether it's a spouse or even a friend, a dog, a pet. You know, he's almost like Elvira or Elmira. Was it Elmira from the Tiny Toons? I'm gonna love him and scratch him and pat him, or maybe the Abominable Snowman. Remember the Abominable Snowman from Looney Tunes with Donald or Daffy Duck? Ooh, I'm gonna come and name him George. And just trying their best to get the fuck away. Like I said, I don't want to make too many jokes because, like, this is serious shit, bro. Imagine, man, imagine they're struggling over there, Nikki and the children. Fuck Isaac. I don't give a shit how Isaac feels. You know, but you know, shit, her and the kids. And I kind of don't like, honestly, I don't really give a shit how she feels neither. Because, you know, sadly, the reality is, you know, she'll probably, you know, within who knows, even a couple of hours, she may be forced to damn uh uh retweet something from Isaac or something like that, trying their best to act like a happy family. Let's see here. Maybe she'll feel forced to damn try and once again try and hide, you know, what's really happening, but we see it. And you know, there's people watching you constantly, you know, and they're gonna bring it, they're gonna screenshot it, they're gonna share it, we're gonna discuss it, you know. And I hope that you do the right thing. If not for you, then for the children. Man, just go ahead and leave. Don't worry about the kids. I mean, they'll probably be more than likely they'll be taken from Isaac once you leave, and then there's all this going on. They can't fucking keep a roof over the children's head. Yada yada. They'll be in custody, and you'll be able to get them back once you get your shit together. But it's gonna take the work, quite frankly, and that's why I don't exactly fully feel bad for Nikki because, damn it, if she wants it, it's out there. There are people out there to help. And if you want it, all you gotta fucking do is go out and get it. Work for it. Put the work in, and the reward will come. That's something that these fuckers they just don't understand. Isaac he always preaches against work. You know, wonder why he's never rewarded. Brown's boy 23 says, "How soon before Popper wears bed sheets for clothes?" I think he's about there already. Anyways, throw a minute, an hour and 45 in here, bro. We're right at 5 o'clock. I got to get off of here and go cook some dinner. Beef tips and gravy for my lady. And I'm going to give her some beef tip and gravy. Shut up, Charlie. That's not nice. That's kind of dirty. So, anyways, thank you all for watching. I love you all. And yeah, man, I, for one, am thankful to have a wonderful relationship with my lady. You guys will never, and I'm not saying this like in the sense Isaac would say it. Isaac would be like, "You'll never see my lady do that," because he'd try and control her actions. She did post it. He made her delete it, but it wasn't in time. We still caught it. Erica, dude, we have a wonderful relationship. We might get in arguments ourselves at times. There is no perfect relationship, but you work through it. You know what I mean? And you don't do shit to each other that you can't take back. You know what I mean? That makes you end up hating each other, like how Isaac and Nikki are right now. And it's sad. Sad for the kids because I know how it feels. My mom and dad perhaps may and should not have been together. You know what I mean? My dad was kind of a bit controlling and angry, and my mom had a mental history against her. You know, but overall, my mom did love dad. Like I know that for a fact. I can tell. She was so hurt when he was with Lauren. She was always jealous of Lauren. Mom did not like Lauren. Um, and yeah, she was very much hurt and heartbroken when dad passed away. You know, she feels like she feels like that dad was singing that song for her. The most sensible thing. I remember like she's like, I feel like he was singing that song to me. Yeah, I don't know if she said that in the video or not. She may have. And he loved her too, though. He did end his life with another woman. The rest of his days, with another woman or whatever. But I'm sure he always had a certain kind of amount of love for mom. And I remember he used to always tell her, "Go ahead and leave, hit the goddamn bricks," And then finally, one day she did, and I won't forget it. It was like the worst week of our lives, man. It was just so empty and dull and quiet and cold around the house. And dad was just fucking depressed. He wasn't talking, nothing, you know. And we remember one day, uh, dad was on the toilet taking a dump, and we would hear him. He'd be like, he was crying while he was shitting, and it's kind of funny, but it's also really sad too, though, man. He was sitting on the toilet, and he would be like, "Ah, Tina." Ah, Tina. Oh my god, dude. It was the absolute fucking funniest, dude. Like even though it was sad, it was still fucking funny, And I think it wasn't long after that. Maybe we told, and mom like, "Man, mom, dad's walking around crying, yada yada yada, yada 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 yada." And then mom would come back, and then dad went back to his old ways. And then mom would just end up staying in it. I don't want to get too much into that. I love mom and I love dad, and like I say, every relationship has their flaws, but we'll leave it with the fact that, what I'm saying, they both did love each other, you know. And yeah. I know it because I heard it and I've seen it and I lived it. And I experienced it with them, you know. So yeah, whatever we'll find out more as the stories unfold here with Isaac and Nikki. If there's any sort of police records that are out, you know what I mean. We will find them. Let me know if you have any information. I'm willing to pay for it. Willing to go live and let you guys have the live chat donations. Just hooked up my dude Slime Boss today. Much love to you right there, man. Enjoy that. Spend it well, however you will. And yeah, if you come across any more information that may be good, maybe meaty enough to share with the rest of the wolf pack, we would love to dine together. This has been fun, man. And we're going to keep it up. It's not over with. Lance the Sergeant, Aiden, Cody, Butterfly Kissies, get off my Kool-Aid. Yeah, the Carolina Reaper walkthrough. I don't know if I'm gonna do that one again. I thought about it, and I think I'm done with it. Yeah, the last hot challenge I did fucking kicked my ass. Black Master Joe, 89, Brandy Renee, Yvetta Ariane, Lance the Sergeant. Have a great night. Cryptic Angel, Irene GX, Kyle Dow, Wendy Victoria, Adam Ritter, Junkyard Dog, Dawn of the Dead, The Porch Man. Who else we got here? All you guys, all 259. Paul Wall. Paul Wall! Have y'all heard that new one, Forever Tipping? I really like that one, bro. Wet and red like spaghettios. Wet and red like spaghettios. Mike Joe, no pickups. William Gabriel, Paige Coleman, Roddy Strong, Matthew Mullen, Jillian X, Lance the Sergeant, Uncle Phil. Have a great night, Uncle Phil. Chloe, Amy, John Thunderstorm, Paranormal King, Iron Tyson. I want to eat his kids. I'm gonna eat his children. Boru, John Thompson, Lady VSC. Much love to you, lady. Hopefully you have a great night. Thank you for all you've done throughout the years and your love and support, as always. Well, Junkyard Dog, Viking Norway, Jersey Girl, Riviera. Much love to you, Paige Coleman. Have a great night. Shout out to my baby cousin, her baby cousin Taylor. She's a girl. Much love to baby Taylor. Have a great night. Stable Reaper 66, Anthony's photos, Aaron Mack. Much love back to Scotland. Right there to you. Erica really likes that show. Uh, Fuck, what's the name? Outlander. She really enjoys Outlander. She's really all into Scotland and shit now. And now Outlander's actually in North Carolina or something now. The revolution's about to start. So I don't know if y'all are watching that, but it seems like that movie scene or that TV show seems to be like quite the crown jewel of Scotland now. So Charming Royalty, Lady VSA. Like I say, I appreciate you always. Christy Lynn, Ethereal Leon, shout me out, man. Always got for respect for you. Much love, Ethereal Leon. We love you. Much love and respect is back as always. And thank you. I really appreciate it. I feel like your respect is earned, and I will continue to work my ass off daily to further earn that respect and to keep it. So thank you all for watching. I love you all, Miss Cotty Wample. Love you right there, and we will see you all next time. Have a great night, guys. Peace. Woo!